Hey there everyone, welcome back to Press for Truth TV. Today is Tuesday, March 6, 2012. Thanks for joining me once again. And there's a lot going on in the market today. In particular, the Toronto Stock Exchange has taken quite a hit. Today it has dropped more than 250 points. And this is largely as a direct result of the debt crisis that is currently growing in Europe. And in particular, the debt bubble that is inflating in Greece, as they're calling for more bailouts, and this inflating debt balloon is inevitably going to eventually pop, and we're certainly going to feel the effects of this all over the world, as we're already starting to see that today. And the thing that really bugs me about this whole thing is just knowing the fact that it's all by design. You know, this isn't just the ebb and flow of the system and just, you know, how the economy just works. It didn't just come to be like this. These things are indeed done by design, and when you follow the money and you trace it back to where it's coming from and where it's going, 10 times out of 10, when you do your research and you follow the money, you will eventually land on the Rothschilds. The Rothschild Banking Dynasty is without a doubt one of the world's largest, richest, evilest families that are currently pulling the strings and guiding the direction that the world is going today. And they have been doing so for centuries now. It is believed that the Rothschilds' fortune is up, that they own half the wealth of the entire world, just that one family. That their fortunes are in the trillions and trillions of dollars. So, you know, somebody like Bill Gates or I don't know, Oprah Winfrey or something, these people have pocket change. They're poor compared to people like the Rothschilds. And the way that they've managed to do this over the years is through their system of fractional reserve lending and their ability to create money out of thin air and then charge people interest on it. So to break it down in a really simple way, it's the old bait, you know, the fishing line goes out, which is, you know, you make interest rates very low, you make it very easy to get a loan. People start thinking, well, things are good, you know, rates are low, I'm getting loans, maybe it's time to get that second car or to expand my business. I can put that extra room into my office, and, you know, I can't exactly afford it, but hey, times are good, and the money's here, so let's expand. And people get caught up in that. And of course, in order to get that money, you have to sign a contract. You have to sign over your home or your land as collateral that you have to put up for this loan. And so what happens is when they're ready to reel that fishing line back in, it's simply a matter of just raising interest rates and making it much more difficult to get loans or new loans, because a lot of people will take out new loans to pay off the old loans, and they just keep getting more and more and more in debt. And eventually, when the interest rates are high and nobody can get loans anymore, they can then collect the real wealth. Once the people can't make their payments, you collect the real wealth, the land, the homes, the things that physically have actual real value, as opposed to these numbers that are just printed on a screen. And so in that way, for the most part, they've been able to, you know, rob the world of their fortune through this scam. And you know, I've been studying the Rothschilds for over 10 years, and I'm thinking now, just thinking about all this today, I want to start working on a video just purely about the Rothschilds, the history of them, where their tentacles spread all over the world, how they operate, and yeah, I'm going to start working on that and hopefully have that up in a couple weeks or so, just a comprehensive, solid video on who and what they are all about. And I can also get into the history of it a little bit. And speaking of the history of the Rothschilds controlling nations, something I wanted to share with you today is something that I have in my possession, which I can't believe I have, but I do. I managed to get a hold of this, and I made a video about this 3 or 4 years ago, or something like that, on YouTube. So if you've seen this already, I apologize, but for those of you who probably most likely haven't seen this, I thought it would be good to show you today. So I'll show you what I have here. This is a newspaper. This is the actual real paper. This is Niles Weekly Register from the year 1829, November 28th, 1829. And this indeed is the real deal, so I'm going to be careful opening this. But I want to show you an article that came out a long time ago here, and this is at a time when the press, for the most part, could get away with printing this type of information. Well, let me show you what this information is, first of all. And I'll just read to you the article that I've found. Jerusalem. There is a report that the Rothschilds have purchased Jerusalem. We see nothing improbable that in the pecuniary distress of the Sultan that he should sell some parts of his dominions to preserve the rest, or that the Rothschilds should purchase the ancient capital of their nation. They are wealthy beyond their desire, perhaps even of avarice, and so situated it is quite reasonable to suppose that they may seek something else to gratify their ambition that shall produce most important effects. If secured in their possession, and which may be brought about by money, they might instantly, as it were, gather a large nation together, soon to become capable of defending itself, and having a wonderful influence over the commerce and the condition of the East, rendering Judea again the place of deposit of the large portion of the wealth of the ancient world. It goes on to say, the Sultan is in great difficulty. Baron Rothschild was proceeding to Constantinople, and a second rebuilding of the temple is not among some of the strange things expected in these strange times. So again, this is from 1829, and this is a report that is telling us that the Rothschilds have purchased Jerusalem, and they are preparing for the rebuilding of the Temple of Solomon. And again, this is a time when the press wasn't very controlled. You could get away with printing these types of things and putting it out there in the newspaper. Nowadays, it is so unbelievably controlled. If you had information on the Rothschilds such as this and tried to put it out there in this manner today, no doubt you would turn out as somebody who committed suicide by shooting themselves 6 times in the back. This goes to show you that they've been in the game of controlling nations for quite some time. And you better believe since 1829 there's been some serious advancements. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you that, share that with you, and again, I'm gonna work on putting together a comprehensive, solid video on the Rothschilds. It's not going to be easy. It's a big task. There's so many things to cover, but I certainly want to start working on that. So anyways, I guess that's it for today. Just wanted to share that with you, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, take care, guys.